Calculating estimated mean. There are two questions very important here. And the first one is, why do we call it estimated mean? And the second question is, how do we know when to calculate it? Why do we call it estimated mean instead of mean? And how do we know when to calculate it? We need estimated mean for group frequency table. The reason is, group frequency table does not tell you the actual data values. Because of that, we need to use estimate. The table below shows the time taken by a group of girls to solve a math puzzle. And the time is in minutes. So between 0 and 5 minutes, there are 4 students that did that. And between 5 and 10 minutes, 10 students completed the puzzle, and so on and so forth. Then over here, you said calculate the modal class. Remember the word here, modal, not mode. The reason for modal, because it's in groups now. Secondly, the class interval containing the median. And finally, the estimated mean. Right, here are the answers for the first part, our second part. Here, the model class is the most popular class. Here, you can see between 5 and 10 minutes, there's the most popular class here because the frequency is 10. Okay, so that is the most popular class. So that is the model class. Now, the class interval containing the median. Now, if you remember from previous session, this video, we used two different methods to find the median. One of the method was the type we used here now, where you calculate add up the frequency, the total frequencies. 4 add 10, 14, add 8, 22, add 5, that give you 27, add 3, that give you 30. So the total frequency is 30. So I'm going halfway. Halfway is 15. Now add till I get 15. So 4 add 10 give me 14. So I'm looking for the group interval that will give me 15 or more. Then 4 add 10 is 14. I'm still looking for 15. When I add the next frequency, I'll get 15 or more. So this is the median. So the median is between 10 and 15 minutes. Now, with this question here, to calculate the third part, which is the estimated mean, you will need 2 more columns here. Because here at the moment, you see, it's telling me that the time is between 0 and 5 minutes. Actually, it might be 0.8, it might be 0.9, it might be 3.2. So we do not know. That's why we need halfway. We need a different column here for the midpoint. So here, the 2 columns we need the midpoint here. The midpoint between 0 and 5 is 2.5. And the next column we need is what we multiply the midpoint and the frequency. So we multiply these two together. So 0 to 5, the midpoint is 2.5. Then this column, 2.5 multiplied by 4, that gives you 10. Between 5 and 10, the midpoint is 7.5. And then you multiply 7.5 and 10, so that gives you 75. So you do the same all the way through. Now, you need to add up the total of the midpoint times the frequency. You need to add up this total. I need to add up the total for the frequency as well. So you need to add another column. So here, what we've done here is we added this column, which is midpoint and frequency, that gives me 340. And then I add the total of the frequencies, that gives me 30. Now the estimated mean will be now 340 divided by 30. So that is the estimated mean, 340 divided by 30, and that will give you 11.3 to 1 decimal place. Right. This question, try this question. Press pause and have a go. When you're done, press play. Okay, here are the answers. The model class is the class with the most popular frequency, and that is between 10 and 15. So that's the model class. When you add this up, then 1 add 9 is give you 10. 10 add 3 is 13. 13 add 5 is 18. 18 add 2 is 20. So now this is 20. Total frequency is 20. Halfway is 10. So let's add 1 add 9 is 10. So this is where we get 10. So this is the median. The class interval containing the median is 10, between 10 and 15 minutes. Which is that. Now again, the answers here for the estimated mean. Remember, you need two more columns like we have already done here, where you need to find the midpoint. Between 5 and 10, that gives you 7.5. Between 10 and 15, that gives you 12.5. And then you multiply midpoint and the frequency. So multiply 7.5 times 1, and then 12.5 times 9, and then you do the way all through. Then the next thing you do, you add the total of the midpoint and frequency, so that gives you 340, and then you add the total of the frequency, that gives you 20. So the estimated mean becomes 340 divided by 20, and that gives you 17 minutes.